Hey there, techies. In this video, we're going to check out a new vibe coding tool that's making huge waves in the market. With this tool, you can build a website simply by typing a prompt. It also features a built-in debugging mechanism, a canvas where you can design your user interface, and, the most exciting part, it supports Android app development with a built-in Android Studio. Yes, I'm speaking about Firebase Studio. That is, the former Project IDX. Firebase Studio is developed by Firebase, a backend as a service provider owned by Google. As it is owned by Google, it uses Gemini AI for project development. One more advantage is that Firebase Studio also supports Gemini 2.5 Pro, which is the most advanced model of Gemini. Let's try using Firebase Studio. To access the Firebase Studio, let's click on the Try Firebase Studio option. As I am using my Google account, I need not sign up separately. Once the authentication is successfully done, we are redirected to this page. Firebase Studio offers only 3 project spaces for free. So once you hit the limit, you'll need to delete existing projects to create a new one. However, if you want to store more than 3 projects without a paid plan, you can try joining the Google Developer Program for free. This will give you access to create up to 10 free projects. Now let's develop our first project. The UI looks great. At the bottom left corner of the prompt box, we have an option to attach files. So, basically, through this option we can attach an image containing our workflow or something like that. Below the prompt box we have 2 options. One to create a workspace for our project, and the second one is to import a repo from GitHub. At the right side we are provided with many programming languages like Go, Python, Kotlin, and tech stacks like React plus Express, Next.js, Node.js, etc. Among these we can select a particular language to develop our project. Or else we can simply enter a prompt and Firebase will take care of tech stack selection according to our project needs. Now let's ask the Firebase Studio to build a home inventory website. So, in the prompt box I'm gonna say, build a responsive home inventory website. Users should be able to add, edit, and delete items with fields like name, category, location, value, and photo. Include search and filter options for easy item lookup. Display items in a clean card-based grid layout. Add local storage support for saving data. Use a modern, minimalist UI with light and dark mode toggle. For this project I am not going to select any particular tech stack, so let's see what Firebase chooses. Let's hit enter and wait for the response. The response speed is great. And before developing the project, it prototypes the website features like add item, edit or delete item, and as website basics like color, layout, and animation. We can edit this prototype by selecting the edit option from the top right corner. Once the edit option is selected, we are redirected to this page where we can edit each and every feature of this app. This basically works like a Google Docs. And we can change the font size, alignment, and style. Let's try to edit something. As the first one, I'm gonna change the name of the website. Let's call it My Home instead. The core features look fine. In the style guidelines, let's change the color to olive and add one more feature. Display an animated progress bar under every item, showcasing the quantity of it. I don't want to make any more changes, so let's click on the Save option. Now we are redirected to the previous window. And here we can check whether all the changes are noted or not. Like the color and the progress bar. Yes, all the changes are noted. So I am going to click on the Prototype this app option. Once clicked, Firebase Studio takes care of developing the app from front-end to back-end. But still, we are not provided with any option to select a specific AI model like Gemini 2.5 Pro or Flash or anything like that. Though the generation speed is great, I wish I have an option to select a specific model. Let's check the output. After waiting for a few minutes, our home inventory website is ready. Before checking the website, I want you to see this. At the right side we are provided with the blueprint of the website. And below that, Firebase Studio has listed all the files created for this project. We can open and navigate through these files by simply clicking on them. As I guessed, Firebase Studio has used TypeScript to develop this project. And at last we have an option to edit the code. Let's check the functionalities of our website. Well, first let's maximize the screen by clicking the expand option for the top right corner, and try to change the theme of the website. Great, it works perfectly. But still, the olive color we mentioned is not used as the primary color in the UI. Let's try to add an item to this list. Wow. It has many options like location, category, price, quantity, and photo. As of now, I'm going to add oil to the items. So the name is going to be oil, category, groceries, location, kitchen. Value say $5, and quantity is 2. And for the photo, I have downloaded an image from Google. Let's try to attach it. Okay, I have added all the details. Let's add this item and check the output. This is amazing. The item is added and displayed at the home page. A card element is used to display the items, which makes it look dynamic. A progress bar is also displayed with the maximum count as 100. At the bottom of the card, we have options to edit and delete the stored items. Let's try to edit the item. The edit window is open now. I'm gonna change the quantity of the item to 50. This way we can check the working both the edit and progress bar feature. Let's save this. Yes, the item is edited and stored seamlessly. The progress bar is also updated accordingly. Now let's delete this item and add more items to check if it works. And one more notable point is if I didn't attach an image, a random image is added automatically. So, it means that the card element it is not dynamic but static. Because it is requiring all the fields to have some value to store the item. But still we can change this easily. Okay, as far as I've checked, it is working fine. At the top, we have 2 filters. The first one filters by category and the next one filters by the location of the item. One more cool feature of Firebase Studio is that, at the top we have option called Select. Using this option, we can particularly select an element of the website and make changes to that. For example, I am gonna select the card in which the items are stored and let's try to add hover effect to it. So, I am gonna say, add hover effect to all the cards. And hit enter. From the right side panel we can notice the changes being updated. At first it didn't work. I entered the same prompt once again and in the second time it worked fine. The hover effect looks cool. The coolest feature of Firebase Studio is the canvas or annotate option, which basically turns hand-drawn features into real coded elements. Using this we can easily design our website. To use it, click on the annotate option at the bottom. Now we can freely draw anything on the screen. For example, I'm going to draw a button. At the top, you'll notice various elements like shapes, text, eraser, image, etc. It basically looks like Paint software. From these options, I'll select the curved rectangle and draw a button here. Once an element is drawn, we can specify instructions or describe the purpose of the element over here. Whenever I click on this button, I want the page to be reloaded. So, I am gonna say, this button should reload the page whenever clicked. To add text to the button, just double-click on the button element and you can start typing. As of now, I'm just gonna name it as Reload. And let's click the Send Drawing option. Once the drawing is sent, the Firebase Studio takes a screenshot of the page and starts the implementation. This feature is what makes the Firebase Studio stand out from the other AIs. Because other AIs like Lovable, Augment Code, or Tray don't have this feature. Using this feature we can design our UI seamlessly. This makes our work very simple because we don't have to prompt each and every detail. To be honest, prompting is difficult than drawing. The major issue is, sometimes we may not be able to prompt every minute details as all of us are not prompt engineers. Now, our website is updated and let's try to use the reload button. Cool? It works. I'm really impressed. To edit our project, we can use the prompt box at the bottom right corner. For example, let's change the color of the website to orange. So, in the prompt box, I am gonna say, change the primary color of the website to orange. And hit enter. It took only few seconds to update the color. But still, the result is not great because not all the elements' color is changed to orange, some of them are still in olive color. What do you think about this AI? Comment below your thoughts. And you can open the code by clicking on the code option from the top right corner, which opens the code files in a VS Code-like interface. But still, I don't think this AI can outwork Lovable. Though Firebase Studio have some features which are not available in Lovable, it can't beat Lovable in terms of front-end features like UI design, responsiveness, and also it is not producing results according to our prompt, means it lacks the ability to follow the instructions mentioned in our prompt. And I am wondering how great it will be if these annotation and selection features are introduced in Lovable. By the way, if you find my work helpful, consider liking and subscribing. Follow my channel for more videos like this. See you in the next video.